Hello students, in this video we'll be discussing about mountains, its type and some importance of mountains. Okay, so generally this is a very important landforms on the earth's surface. Okay, and we have already discussed about this in brief in earlier classes as well. Okay, so mountains are the elevated region on the surface of the earth, okay, which attain the height of 3000 meter above the sea level. So any elevated region attaining the height about 3000 meter or more, or you say 3000 meter, so generally it is termed as mountains. So there are some characteristics of mountains, we'll see one by one. Now mountains have a steep slopes, so any topography or any landforms on the surface having steep slopes are and attaining the height of 3000 meter, above the height of 3000 meter, are generally termed as mountains. So they do not have fertile soil. These areas are not suitable for development of agriculture. Now as the slope of the mountains are very steep, so there is no formation of the soil. If there is no formation of the soil, or maybe a very thin layer of soil is formed, and that particular slope, a mountain slope, is not ideal for doing any kind of agriculture. Okay, few regions are there somewhere else in the foothills region or in the valley regions, agriculture is done in the form of terrace. So most mountains are either covered by forest or snow. So if you have gone to the mountainous areas or the hilly areas, you see that the slope of the mountains are generally covered by forest and by thick sheet of snow, we can say ice and snow. So these areas have low density of population due to inaccessibility and lack of proper transportation, other facilities. So building road network and some other communication line in hilly areas or in the mountainous areas is very difficult. So due to which population living in this area is very less, density of population is very low. Okay, the reason behind this is due to inaccessibility, means due to the place is not accessible, you cannot reach there, you cannot reach in that particular region in a very short period of time. Okay, as well due to the harsh climatic condition or due to the harsh the road networks. Okay, poor road networks. So this all these elements make this mountainous areas more inaccessible. So now next point is food gathering. Huntings are the major activities in mountainous areas. So generally, as agriculture is not done in mountainous areas, so people living in mountainous areas generally prefer for the food gathering, and they go for hunting. Although the scenario has changed now, okay, people living in mountainous areas do not do this all primitive activities, they are indulged in other activities. Okay, those two, food gathering and huntings, are not done in present generation. Okay, so the scenario has changed due to some other developmental activities. Okay, coming to next types of mountains. Now there are four types of mountain based on the formation. So they are fold mountain, okay, then block mountain, volcanic mountain, and lastly residual mountain. So we will be discussing one by one about fold mountain, block mountain, volcanic mountain, and residual mountain. So we'll start with the fold mountain first. Now fold mountains, these mountains are formed due to large scale movement of the earth crust in the horizontal direction. Okay, so when the earth crust moving in the horizontal direction, okay, or maybe they are moving in the tectonic plates moving in the same direction, crumbles towards each other and tries to like uplift the upper strata of the rock. Okay, you can see in this image here the two tectonic plates, okay, or continental plates moving in the same direction. So as this is moving in the same direction, compression take places here. Okay, one of the tectonic plate is moving down and the other is overriding it. So due to this, a compression force is generated. So due to this compression force, you can see a kind of fold is created on the surface. Okay, such type of mountains are called fold mountains. Okay, coming to next, that is the next point. Fold mountains are the highest mountain in the world. Okay, so most of the fold mountains in the world, they are the highest mountain in the world. Examples like the Himalayas, the Alps, etc. These are some of the examples of fold mountain. There are some more other mountain which attain the height above, say 5,000 meter above the sea level. Some of the examples can be the Cordilleras in the North America, and the Andes in the South Americas are also examples of the young fold mountains. Okay, there are major types of mountains on the earth. So these generally they are the major type of mountains on the surface of the earth. Okay, now coming to next, that is block mountain. Now what is block mountain? How these block mountains are formed? Now this type of mountains are formed due to the development of fault on the crust of the surface, on the crust of the surface or on the surface of the earth. Okay, so let me show you how it is formed. Okay, you can see in this image. Okay, a faulting has taken place. Faulting means simply, say for example, this is a layer of rock. Okay, when this layer of rock moves in opposite direction, okay, say it's moving in this direction, one block is moving in this direction, then a tension is created in between this layer somewhere else, then a crack develops here, okay, and this block gets subsided down, falls down here. So this process is called faulting. So due to faulting process, okay, one block moves downward direction here, and the other remains in the upward side. So this is what we call host, and the downward shifted block is known as graben. This is what we call the faulting activities, and this kind of landforms are developed due to faultings. Now you see here, the block that shifted up forms the block mountain. Okay, look at this image. The block which is in the shifted upward side is known as block mountain. Okay, now and the block subside down forms the rift valleys. Okay, so the block that is subsiding down forms a kind of rift valley here. So this is rift valley. Now this block mountains are formed due to the tensional force. Some of the examples of block mountains are the Vosges and the Black Forest in Germany. Okay, so these are the two examples of block mountains. So as I already told you, block mountains are the mountains that are formed due to the faulting process. Okay, faulting is simply the crack that develops in the surface of the earth, so due to which a block is shifted upward or in the downward direction, so resulting in the formation of block mountain and the rift valleys. Okay, so you can see in the image here the formation of block mountain and the rift valley. So downward is, this is rift valley, and this one is a horse is also known as a block mountain. Okay, you can also see the image of a block mountain here. This is an image showing block mountain. So this block has shifted up and this block has shifted down. Okay, so this is an example of a block mountain. Now coming to next, that is volcanic mountain. These are formed due to the accumulation and solidification of lava from the magma, from the volcanoes. So here the lava that comes out on the magma that comes out on the surface in the form of lava gets deposited on the surface. Slowly over the time of over a period of time, what happened, this deposition becomes so huge that it will attain the height of a mountain. Okay, now this mountain system or this depositional mountain is also known as mountain of accumulation, because this mountain has been formed due to the accumulation of the volcanic debris. Okay, for example, Mount Fujiyama or Fuji in Japan is example of volcanic mountain. The Vesuvius in Italy and the Mount Etna, Stromboli, Mount Stromboli are some are examples of volcanic mountain. Okay, coming to next, that is, you see the image of a volcanic mountain when lava comes out, when magma comes out through the magma chamber. Okay, it flows in the surface. Okay, all those volcanic debris are deposited here. With the passage of time, it will take hundreds and hundreds of years or thousands and thousands of years to deposit this layer and attain the height of a mountain. Okay, it's not a 1 day process or a 100-day process. It will take more than thousands of days to or millions of years to have a to form this type of structure on the surface of the earth. Now coming to next, that is residual mountain. Okay, so these are also termed as a relict mountain. Okay, residual mountains are also known as relict mountain. They are formed in the areas exposed to various forms of weathering, mass wasting and erosion for long period of time. Okay, so example can be Aravalli in India. So residual mountain or the relict mountains are those mountain which are once they were fold mountain. Okay, but due to continuous erosion and mass wasting by as well as weathering process, the height of this mountain has reduced and has reduced drastically, you can say. So due to which these mountains are also sometimes known as residual mountain or leftover mountains. Okay, coming to next, so best example for this is Aravalli mountain range. Okay, now we'll proceed to the next one, that is importance of mountains. Now how mountains are important to mankind. Okay, mountains are ideal for tourism. So you go for holidays, spending your holidays in the summer season in the mountainous areas, because in the mountainous areas the climate is very pleasant, weather is very pleasant in the mountainous region. Okay, so most of the tourists flock in these areas to see the scenic beauty of the mountains. Okay, the vegetation in the mountainous areas. Okay, so tourists are generally attracted to the mountainous areas. Now coming to next, mountain provide us fresh water. Okay, all the fresh water that we receive, okay, in the low lying areas are generally the melted form of snow and ice which were in the mountainous areas. Okay, so those fresh water is also supplied by the mountains. Fourthly, that is mountain forms climatic barrier. Okay, it will divide the two climatic zone. Let us take an example of the Himalayan mountain range. Okay, so this is Himalayan mountain range. Toward the north of the Himalayas, during the winter it becomes very cold. Say the temperature may drops up to -5 degree to -10 degrees Celsius during the winter. In the same time period during the winter in the southern portion of Himalayas, the temperature hardly falls below 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, so you have a different climatic region here and different climatic region. This is due to the existence of the wall of a natural wall of mountain which is protecting the subcontinent of India. Okay, in the next point, mountains are ideal for sports like paragliding, skiing, hang gliding, even bungee jumping. So there are different kinds of sports that can be played in the mountainous areas. Okay, now the 2 points are there, that is mountain provides us softwood varieties of trees, as I already told you in the previous slide, that the slope of the mountains are covered by vegetations or the forest, and this forest or the trees found in the slope of the mountains are softwood in nature, and this softwood trees are used for manufacturing sports items like cricket bat, stumps. Okay, and many other uses are there. And apart from that, matchsticks are also made out of softwood varieties of trees. Timbers, okay, valuable timbers are found in this region. Okay, so apart from that, boat can also be made out of softwood trees. Okay, so there are many other applications of softwood trees. Now coming to next, it provides us orographic rainfall. Okay, so in the mountainous region, especially with the region having high mountains, okay, experience orographic rainfall. So what is orographic rainfall? It's a moisture laden wind, or the wind that carrying water vapor or the moisture will try to move along the direction of the mountain. So due to the existence of this mountain, this rainfall or this wind will rise up. Okay, so when it rise up, the temperature of this water vapor reduces, due to which condensation take places, and due to condensation clouds are formed, and in the windward side it gives heavy precipitation. So this is what we call orographic rainfall, and due to the existence of the mountain, orographic rainfall occurs in the windward side. So this were some of the importance of the mountain. Okay, so we'll be dealing with only, we have dealt with only this up to this chapter, up to this topic. So rest of the topic we'll be discussing in the next video. Okay, hope you have understood, and next time I will try to make it more interesting with other topics. Thank you.